Welcome to the Vaughan Show. I'm your host, of course, Vaughan. And this is going to be a short one. I just got a few topics I want to get off my chest about some things that's going on in the world and my opinion on it. That's what you pay me to do. Well, you don't pay me yet, but it's coming. I'm speaking into an existence. But before I do anything, make sure you guys like, comment, or subscribe to the channel. I'm getting views, millions of views, tons of views, but I need the likes to match the millions of views, the tons of views. So please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're gonna get right into it. My first topic of the night, and this video is gonna be short, sweet, and you can go back and enjoy your night, or cracking some shit, or getting cracked, whatever you're doing to enjoy your night. Just be safe and don't hurt nobody else. And always listen to your big brother Ray. But the first one is Donald Trump, man. It's getting ridiculous to a point. And I haven't really touched on it too much because I feel like certain things that make a lot of people in this country upset with Donald Trump, I just look at it as a person that just has a different opinion or view or perspective on what he think is right and what direction he wants to lead the country in. But it's a few things that happened recently that I want to talk about. The first one, and if you don't know what's going on with Trump, yesterday he made his first announcement from the Oval Office in about a week and a half before the Tuesday's announcement from the Oval Office. People didn't see him for like 4 or 5 days, I believe. Maybe, yeah, about 4 or 5 days. And that drew a lot of criticism on, or speculation is a better word than criticism, speculation online about what's going on. Because if you know anything about Donald Trump, you know he's a media whore. So him not being in the media for 4 to 5 days when you're the most powerful person in the world, something is wrong, something off. But we ain't gonna get into that because I don't know. People are saying he has severe medical issues that he may not even complete this year in his term. And God, please, I don't know what's worse. Well, I kind of do know what's worse. I feel like having J.D. Vance as president of the United States is worse than having Donald Trump. That's just my opinion. But we're gonna get into what the whole announcement was about on Tuesday. A lot of people were speculating that he was going to resign, he was going to step down, or at least say, yes, I have a serious medical problem. We're working through it. And if I can't work through it, I update you guys and I will step aside. But no, it was none of that. And then the only way Donald Trump knows how to make a splash, instead of just doing it quietly, this whole press conference on Tuesday was to basically say, yeah, I'm moving the Space Force from Colorado Springs to, I believe, Mobile, Alabama, or somewhere in Alabama. And when asked the reasoning why, it's not because of the atmospheric pressure is better in Alabama than it is Colorado. It is not, where our telescopes have better visibility in Alabama than Colorado. It's not, hey, we have a faster response if something happens in our atmosphere or in outer space. We have a faster launch response time launching from Alabama than Colorado Springs. It was none of that. None of that. It was all because, and this is out of Donald Trump's mouth, they have an illegal and unfair voting practice called mail-in voting. That's not illegal. So you took that base, literally a military base, away from Colorado Springs to Mobile, Alabama, all because Colorado allows mail-in voting. What are we doing? Like, at what point? What are we doing? Not even on top of, even when he did the whole DC shit and he put the National Guard on the streets of DC, and they literally ended up cleaning up the streets of DC. Let me say that again. They literally ended up cleaning the streets of DC, cleaning up the streets of DC. Not crime. No. The motherfuckers had a pitchfork and a trash bag and was picking up trash throughout DC. They was basically highly trained garbage men. Why? And I didn't even really have a problem with that, even though it can be looked at as racist. I kind of didn't have a problem with that because DC, Washington, DC, is not a state. It's technically a federal district that I didn't know he had so little power in doing certain things in that federal district. But that aside, we're moving bases. We're moving military pieces, all because of political views and his whole warped perception on he lost the election. On why? Now I ain't gonna say he lost the election, because yes, he lost, but why he lost the election is sad. It's sad. And I don't think we have another 3 years. I don't think we got another 3 years in us. Hopefully we do. I pray to God that we do. I don't wish death and hurt and badness on anybody, especially another American. Whether I agree with that American on the fundamental issues that's plaguing our country or not. You can either be my best friend or somebody I could care less about. I don't wish bad, ill, and evil upon that person. I want Donald Trump to succeed. Because if he succeeds, America succeeds. But he has to stop being so ridiculously petty. All of us as humans, unless you are a monk, a Buddhist monk, or maybe a very highly spiritual, connected religious leader, or maybe just a strong-minded person. But all of us as human beings can be petty. I don't care if you a custodian at a middle school football game or you're the president of the United States. All of us operate off of pride and ego and pettiness sometimes. Now, when you're a leader, whether you're a shift leader at McDonald's, whether you're a head sales manager at a car dealership, or you're the president of the United States, as a leader, sometimes, a lot of times, you have to put your emotions to the side and lead people. And lead people you may not agree with, lead people you may not like, but you still have to put them on a path of success and lead them down the road of success. That is the biggest cornerstone and the biggest responsibility as a leader, is to train up other leaders under you. And acting petty and all of what is this showing? And then it's like he's like an egotistical maniac at this point. Now, him and his supporters want his face on Mount Rushmore. They want him carved on the side of Mount Rushmore. And I believe the presidents. I believe it's 4. And this is just off the head. This is not me. So if I mess up, I apologize. I'm human. Fuck you, move on. But I believe it's George Washington, Teddy Roosevelt, Abraham Lincoln, and one other person. I believe it's FDR is the last person on that Mount Rushmore. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Teddy Roosevelt, and I believe Franklin D. Roosevelt. I don't know. I believe so. But he wants to get added to that. Why? First of all, they already said that it was structurally unsound. It's cracks going beside certain presidents' heads. Is hollow. Behind the presidents is hollow. You would think it's just a big piece of stone. No, behind the presidents is hollow, and they don't have enough space. They even said that they don't think they have the space to put another head, whether it's Joe Biden, whether it's Barack Obama, whether it's Donald Trump, whether it's fucking George W. Bush. They don't have enough space to put another head. And if they start doing it, you never know if George Washington face start crumbling. Like, it's structurally unsound. But this is what this man wants. This man is an egomaniac. And I'm going to leave it at this with him. This is my thing. This guy could do so much good in this world, in this country. But it just seems like the kid that was bullied in elementary school and middle school, and they graduated, and now it's like they have a badge and a gun, and they're a police officer, and now they're gonna be an asshole or dickhead to everybody that they see as the bullies in their school years. The way he's acting is definitely unpresidential. And I think all of this antics, especially recently, is leading up to something. He keeps saying, first of all, he promised, he campaigned on nobody's above the law, and we're going to release the Epstein files. Then I believe AG Pam Bondi said, yeah, the files is on my desk and we're going to release them. Now, all of a sudden, hear what I said. Now, all of a sudden, it's a Democratic host. The list is irrelevant. How's it irrelevant? Is it irrelevant because you're on it? Because let me tell you something. If Hunter Biden was up there, if Dr. Anthony Fauci was up there, if Bill or Hillary Clinton was up there, if Rosie O'Donnell was up there, if Gavin Newsom was up there, it would have already been released. You would have been touting it, and you would have pressed Pam Bondi to bring charges on these people. Really, let's be honest, you would do that. But since your name is on that list, and since you have been, I can't make it no more plain. You said you was good friends with the man. You said you had a picture, him and you, in your home in New York. In multiple news interviews in the early and mid 2000s, before anything political came up, you said you was great friends with him. You said you've been to his island many times. So now, where does all of that energy go? When we have video proof of you saying, yeah, he likes him on the younger side, and I kind of do too. Now, I like to look at things in totality. You said that about your good friend Jeffrey Epstein. Then you made some weird comments about your daughter, you know, that looked at her as sexual. Your own daughter, you looked at sexually. Then the whole famous you running for the first time in 2016. I think it's the Billy Bush and all that shit on the bus. Well, when you're rich and powerful in this country, you can do anything to women. You know, you can just grab them by the pussy. They love it. I'm telling you, they love it. That's you. So clearly, you're a fucking deviant. And you want us to be distracted from Jeffrey Epstein. But that list is going to be released sooner or later. I guarantee you, it's going to be released sooner or later. And anybody on that list is going to be held accountable. Even if it was my mother, my father, my brother, my sister, anybody I'm close to. If you're on that list, you need to go to jail. And something else needs to happen to you too. But I don't want this video to be flagged. If we don't protect kids and young women from predators, then who are we as a society? Let me say that again. If we don't protect kids and women from predators, who are we as a society? This is not the old I was about to say something that was going to take it left. And I'm not, and I don't want to take it left, not purposely. So Donald Trump, you just on some shit, yo. And I just can't believe that you want your face on fucking Mount Rushmore. You are absolutely out of your fucking mind, man. But we move on. We move on to a lighter topic. PJ Washington of the Dallas Mavericks just signed a $90 million contract extension that keeps him with the Dallas Mavs until the season, the 29-30 season. So what? That's the next 5 years? Hell of a deal. That comes a day after a video started circulating online of Brittney Renner and her friend verbally accosting, verbally abusing PJ Washington during the exchange pickup of his son that he has with Brittney Renner. Now, if you haven't seen the video, it goes like this. It starts where you see PJ in the doorway of, I'm guessing, Brittney Renner's home, and he's holding his crying son, and Brittney Renner is talking shit, and the lady recording her friend, just like these women's friends, be talking shit behind the camera, looking for a response. She was saying something like, "Oh, see how he crying? He don't want to go with you because you inconsistent and da 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 da." First, I'm gonna take this piece by piece because y'all know me. I like to do shit piece by piece so you can get the full understanding of what I'm saying and how it ties together. First, every kid do that. Every kid that I done either been around or know about has cried for something. Some kids cry when their parents pick them up from school because they don't want to leave school and they don't want to leave their friends, even though they're going to be right back there tomorrow. Some kids don't want their parents to leave. Excuse me. Some kids don't want their parents to leave their school or leave them after they drop them off in the morning. They start crying and all this shit. Some kids don't even like going to other people in the presence of their parents. You get a kid, he'll look at you, look at his mom and daddy, start crying. I don't want this mom like that me. But it can be the grandmother, it can be the auntie, it can be somebody that loves that kid. But that kid is still going to cry. So let's not get into that, he crying because he don't want to be with you, or you inconsistent. First of all, that kid don't even know what the fuck consistency inconsistent means. Then let's go to the part where all of this stems from. You see PJ walking to his nice Escalade V, if I'm remembering correctly. Escalade V, nice, supercharged jump. Put his son in the car. Now, as we know, women gon' women. So as PJ walking to the car, Brittney Renner and her friend just popping it, popping it, popping it, popping it. Shout out to PJ, because weaker men would have succumbed to the back and forth. Weaker men would have succumbed to the back and forth. I'm telling you that now. And PJ really, I feel like he handled that masterfully. It was a very head soft type of way he handled that situation. He got his son in the car, buckled him up. He got in the driver's seat. Then she said, and yo ho, you gave your ho 170K, but your son only got 11K in his bank account. What type of shit is that? What kind of father is that? First of all, the hoe she's referring to is that man's wife. Somebody that he had a marriage, he's in a marriage with. Somebody that had a wedding. Somebody that they walked down the aisles and exchanged vows. Somebody that signed paperwork legally making that woman his wife. She's not a whore. And for Brittney Renner to come out her mouth and call another woman a whore is laughable. It's laughable. When, ma'am, we can pull up literally hundreds of videos of you getting slutted out on camera. And you can say you was getting paid money for it. Okay. Clearly, it wasn't enough. If you mad about that son, if you mad about PJ giving his girl 175,000, clearly you're not on that. I believe, what's that white girl name that made like 82 million? Sophie Rain, if I'm not mistaken. Clearly, you're not on her level of making money. And I just knew. And I was quiet too. I was real quiet when she turned Muslim. And I said to myself, I'm gonna watch how this play out. But I guarantee you, she not gonna be able to keep up with this for 2 years. I guarantee you she not. I guarantee you she not. She's not gonna be able to keep up with it for 2 years. And I don't believe she kept it up with it for 2 years. I believe she only maybe less than a year. Maybe less than a year. Comment. Once y'all, if y'all do research or whatever, or just look it up, how long was she cross-playing as a Muslim? Put it in the comments on the YouTube video or this TikTok video. Put it in the comments on how long she was a fake Muslim. But I guarantee you, I don't think it was over a year. And she need to be careful playing with Muslim and that religion. Because the one thing about them people, Muslims, respectfully, I love you. I love everybody. I don't want no problems. They would die and kill a lot of people as well in the name of Allah and people that's making fun of Allah. So, thank God nothing happened to her. But even though I knew she couldn't keep up with that Muslim shit. Why? Because she's a fucking whore. She's a whore. Now, if she was a reformed hoe, maybe she would have kept up with it. But her body is still kind of right. She still got that complexion that ball players and football players and entertainers like. So she still can get out here moving and shaking and trap another guy for however long. But it was just weird to me that she called his wife a hoe when you really are a cum dumpster that gets paid and gets slutted out for TV and video and OnlyFans. Then the last thing about this PJ Washington situation, I just want to put it in perspective. Her son, she said out her own mouth, and my son only has 11K in his bank account. Now, be honest with yourself. And be honest with your big brother Ray. You don't even have $11,000 in your bank account. I don't even have $11,000 in my bank account. But that little boy has $11,000 in his bank account, and he should. But I just want to point out another thing. I believe it was the federal government. It was a couple of studies done, I think, like a few years ago, from big think tanks, and I believe one was done by the federal government as well, where it said over 60% of Americans, let me say that again, over 60% of Americans do not have $500 saved for emergencies. Over 60% of Americans do not have over $500 saved for emergencies. And this little boy that can barely talk has 11K in his bank account. So clearly, that little boy is not hurting for any money. And I just want to put that in perspective, because some people, I've seen some women, I ain't gonna, let me target it. Some women were saying, well, how did he give his wife or his girl 170K and his child only has 11K? What does a child need with more than 11K? And I don't even think that baby is old enough to be in school yet. I think he looked, from the video, he looked at maybe 4 or 5, maybe. So I just don't get, I just don't get that. I don't. When that man has literally more money in his bank account than 60 to 70% of the Americans that's working every day. What more do you need, you funky bitch? Sorry. I apologize to the women that is watching this. Yeah, I apologize. And I say that word a lot, but I don't mean it in really a bad type of way. Jay-Z, my favorite rapper of all time, the greatest rapper of all time, bar none, has a song called Bitches and Sisters. And he breaks down what a bitch is, and he breaks down what a sister is. And I completely agree with his interpretation of those two words. But yeah, that's just asinine to me for her to say that shit out of her mouth. And this goes all back to from the Anthony Edwards, from the PJ Washingtons, the Krishan and Blueface, to the Zion Williamson, and I could go on and going on and going on and going on, to the Coi Lerais. And I can keep going. We can be here all night of me naming examples of men and women should have better judgment on the person they're going to bring life with into this world. I mean, life with into this world. Yeah, hopefully you understood what I'm saying. You have to be more selective. Who's going to be part of the vessel of you bringing life into this world, whether you're a man or a woman? I'm not just talking about women. I don't want people to think I'm just beating women down. This goes to men too. Us as human beings, men and women, we have to be more careful on who we're bringing kids into this world with, because you're going to have a world full of hurt for a long time, or anger, or both. It could be both. And it's ridiculous that these especially these entertainers don't see it. Like, what more example do you need to see on being more selective with your life making juice? Let's say it like that. With your life making juice, you have to be very selective. Now, I kind of get why Jaden Daniel moms is doing and moving how she move, because niggas is sick. I'm gonna be honest with you, niggas is sick. Niggas will hit a crackhead if he want it bad enough. Bitch got a she homeless. She sleeping at the bus stop. If she got a fat ass, 24 hours. As long as she put on some tights and move the fat ass to the side of where the cars is coming so they can see it, I believe she'll be out there for 24 to 48 hours. I give men a little credit. I give it to 48 hours. After 48 hours, somebody done snatch her up, consensually, of course, and put her up somewhere, taking care of her. Look, baby, you don't have to be out here on the streets. I take care of you. I work. You just stay home, make sure the house clean or whatever. Niggas is nasty. Especially Zion Williamson. Because his baby mama, yeah. How, sir? How? But to a certain degree, you get what you ask for, and you get what you get for not having sexual discipline. You have literally millions and tens of millions of dollars, and you know everybody's looking at you as a walking price tag and a walking check. And you wouldn't be more careful about who you're going to be tied with for the rest of your life? Because even after the baby 18, you still had a child with this person, whether man or woman. You still had a child with this person. You're still going to be connected to this person for the rest of your life. We have to do better. We have to. Or we're just going to be lost. We're just going to be out here lost. We got to do better. The last thing, and I know I talked about it with Keith on the last pod, but shit is coming out every day, yo, and it's fucking ridiculous at this point. This man is Master Splinter. This man is a fucking rat. Snitches and rats. This man is a fucking rat. And now we done got him talking about Kendrick Lamar. Hey Doc, can I get a drop? I'm like, yeah, nah, nigga. Now we kind of know who that line was towards. Then he talking about Lil Durk not clearing a verse for his album, but want to be on the internet, thug this, thug that, bigging up, blah, 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 blah. Like, this man has ran his mouth so bad in jail. It is ridiculous. I am kind of scared on what's gonna come out next. What's gonna be the recording that come out next? He already done talked about why Lil Baby still fucking with P, even though he a rat, and Lil Baby talk about not fucking with rats, and he got to stand on it. He already talked about how he fucking hate Gunna, how he wishes Gunna never get no more pussy, make no more money in the world. He don't hate nobody, but that's one nigga he hate. Talking about Gunna. Then talking about K Dot is holding all the blessings and he ain't putting nobody on, and he needs superstars, and how you gonna do an album and you don't put nobody up there? Are we forgetting that J. Cole had an album that wasn't nobody up there but J. Cole? Everybody's not like you, Young Thug, or like Drake, which is media whore, media whore, media whore, and feature whore, feature whore, feature whore. Clearly, Kendrick can carry a project by himself. Kendrick has amassed a certain following that he can still sell what you sell with having every superstar on this motherfucking planet on your album. Kendrick can still outsell that with just Kendrick. That's power. Talk shit about that. It's pillow talking to Mariah about the business behind how Scooter Braun wanted to pay $150 million to Lil Baby's catalog, and Scooter Braun, which is Taylor Swift old management, Scooter Braun went to Lil Baby and said, "Yo, I want the catalog, 150 mil, da da da." Lil Baby was like, "That's cool, but let's go through P. You know, that's my man's, that's my label head, and I ain't gonna have a conversation without P." P turned around and sold Scooter Braun the whole kit and caboodle for QC. And we don't know if Lil Baby got any kickback from that. More than likely he probably did. He got some type of payment. I just don't see Q. I mean, I don't know P, but I just don't see P selling for all that money and not giving his main artist that got him that money some money. That's just me. That's just me. And I'm gonna say this, and I don't think maybe niggas realized it or know, but you do know this is 2025, right? And this is he was dealing with this in 2024, but 2024, 2025, not that much difference. Nigga, you are a millionaire. You have money to have a cell phone in your cell. Or if you feel like you too hot, have a cell phone on both sides of you. So it ain't never in your possession, but if you need to make a call on either side of you, you put cell phones in there. Look, y'all rock out, but when I need to make a call, I need to make a call. You can't tell me you wouldn't have no type of setup like that. So if you have a type of setup like that and you have a cell phone in your cell, why the fuck are you doing all of this pillow talking over a jail recorded call? And this is why I don't fuck with so-called street niggas. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because all of these niggas, it's a facade, yo. Y'all be thinking these rappers be a facade and oh, they ain't talking about street niggas or street shit for real. They talking about what their friend did or what they seen or what their uncles or what their brother did. But a lot of these street niggas that's not rappers is fake and frauds too. They fucking up the re-up. But they got a Mary jeans on. They love all these bitches. And got all these babies. But they hitting up transsexuals and homosexuals late at night so they can slide through. Which if that's what you want to do, hey, more power to you. But I respect it more when you out in the open. And I definitely respect it more when you tell your baby mama or your girl or whoever woman or person you're dealing with, look, this is my get down. You either with it or you're not with it. And hey, it is what it is. But all of these niggas be telling, especially now. These niggas are scared to fight. They so quick to pull a gun. They scared to fight. You don't think when they get in that interrogation room and they say you about to get 25, 35, 40, 50, life, They not gonna tell on you, Pookie. They not gonna tell on you, Lil Ray Ray. Come on now. Come on now. That's why that street shit never fascinated me. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've had multiple opportunities to hop in the street. I've had family members being in the street, still in the street currently. Shit don't interest me. My eyes is burning a little bit right now because I've been up since about going on 7. Going on 7 this morning. And it's about 9:30 going on 10. And I still got to finish this episode, go to the crib, edit, post, do all these things, and get all promo clips together. So I probably won't see the bed till at least midnight. I'm going to do it back over again, waking up probably about 6:30 tomorrow morning and running it back because I'm a 9 to 5 nigga. I would rather that than to deal with these fake ass, fraud ass, fuck ass, dicking and booty ass niggas out here that's supposed to be the real niggas. That's supposed to be men of honor. But they're not. They're chatty patty ass niggas. Chatting like a fucking hoe. And it's crazy because before I was on my way home, and don't do this. I was on my way home, got caught in a little traffic. So I'm on Twitter looking at some shit. And I see this fuck ass, rat ass, master splinter ass nigga. Basically, y'all ain't gonna come at me and try to cut me off because I'm the glue to this shit. I'm the glue to this rap game shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, really? You're not. You're not. Nigga, you've been out for a while. And nobody's saying, oh my God, when is the next Young Thug project's coming out? Oh my God, we need him. We need him. We need him. When the last time you did a show, nigga? You try to go on tour right now, that shit ain't gonna sell. I really feel like your time is over. The glue to the rap game. The closest glue, I'm gonna be honest, in this generation to the rap game, I would probably say Kendrick and Drake is in that conversation. Definitely Drake, because you can't deny Drake's musical power since he's been here, especially just in the last decade alone, especially really. So if Drake would have said that I'm kind of the glue to this shit, I could understand that. But Young Thug, nigga. No, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. It's just so sad. And it goes back to what I said in the last video. It is very sad that Kendrick Lamar prophesized all of this Atlanta beef shit. And how we was gonna watch the party die. And now we are literally watching the party die, especially in Atlanta. I ain't know all of these niggas didn't like each other. That these niggas was beefing with each other. But you see what Gunna did when he came out and he got out of this court shit? He lost weight. He went on his health journey. I think he released like an album or 2 albums by now that went #1, and everybody's is bumping his shit and love his shit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm being completely unbiased. I was never really a Gunna fan. I'm more of a fan of lyricism. So a lot of these niggas, I really don't listen to. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. Now, if I'm in a club or if I'm in a spot somewhere and they come on, yeah, it'll get a little probably pop from me. But if I'm gonna download it to my phone or put it in my rotation, nah. But Young Gunna has said nothing since he's been home about this situation. Nothing. Why? Because he's moving on with his life. And he know this street shit, this little shit that y'all worried about, nigga, I'm gonna go keep getting these few millions of dollars from this brand, keep putting out music, keep selling out Barclays Center and arenas and shit like that. Come on, man. Why you up here being a chatty patty ass nigga over the phone? It's ridiculous. And I just can't wait because I know some more voice recordings coming out. I already know some more calls that's gonna get leaked. I already know. And it's gonna prove my point that he's a hoe. And not just a hoe, but a rat hoe. You know, I don't really like hypocrites. Stand in it. Stand on what you do. Your get down, your pedigree. Stand on it. That's it. That's it, niggas. Just stand on it. But don't come out here and be, oh, fuck rats, fuck this, fuck rats, fuck rats, fuck rats. And you really a rat. And that video, I was told, I really couldn't confirm it, but they said that that first video that was released of you talking to the police was in 2015. That was 10 years ago. And then Fannie Willis and her DA's office kept saying, we are working and have been working for the past couple of years with a high profile Atlanta rapper. Tuck a thug. Were you that high profile Atlanta rapper she was referring to? Because you was supposed to be this whole big ass gang leader, and a few people went to jail and got long sentences. Everybody didn't get out what people would like to think and would like to believe. Everybody didn't get out of this case. Some people is still in jail and was going to be in jail for the rest of their life. And some people going to be in there 20, 30 years. But you was the boss of this gang. Because it was a gang, nigga. I mean, let's just call it for what it is. I'm a civilian. I'm gonna call it for what it is. It was a gang. You was on records, all of this gang slime shit, gang, 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 gang. And then when you got the microscope under you and the light is on your ass, or it's not a gang. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Where you been working? And I think now, because you like to run your fat fucking mouth, I can't wait for more of these jail calls to be released because they're going to keep being released. I guarantee you that. They're going to keep being released. This man, I just want to say, this man really was saying about Gunna, he don't want him to get no more pussy and no more money in this world. But he still, and 21 Savage basically coaxed Young Thug into, hey, look, man, don't look at it like that. Yeah, he did this, what, wham, 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 da 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 da. But a business is business. You know, you can still make money off of them. You can do this, da da da. And he said he wouldn't even want to do that for real. But he started thinking about the business. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna send him to see if he can re-up contract, da da da. Fuck no, nigga, I'm gone. Fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. Like shit just weird. Shit just weird. And how many young boys, young men, whether they're right or wrong, whether they're stupid or not, have followed behind these certain people of, oh yeah, they really living that shit. They really out here. And they whole rats and the whole hoes. And now you done threw your life away chasing something that was literally an illusion. A fucking illusion. Do better, kids. But that's all for your big brother Ray on this special episode. You already know Vaughan TV. Make sure you subscribe to that YouTube channel, Vaughan TV. The Vaughan Show on TikTok and IG. The Vaughan Show on TikTok and IG. Make sure you like the post. Make sure you follow the page for more promo clips. And we getting out of here. And we straight to the moon, Alice. The Goon Palace. And this is your boy, Vaughan. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Vaughan with 2 underscores. Vaughan with 1, 2 underscores on TikTok, IG, and Twitter. It's been one. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you liked the content. And if you didn't,